Welcome back. Welcome back. We're going to get started. Let me remind you of how this works. Every time I put my pen down, the teacher or whoever's running this is going to press pause to give you time to read or write or talk or give answers. And then every time I pick up my pen, we're going to get started again. Excuse my little messy right here. I messed up, but I didn't want to start over because we are imperfect here at the Virtual Academy in West Contra Costa County. All right, so we are going to combine sentences with and, but, or an adjective. Combine. Another word for combine is to connect. But I want you to write this part. Combine the sentences. Can you copy what I underlined? You don't have to copy this. Just copy this. Combine the sentences. Excellent. And an adjective, so you're going to take two sentences and make them one sentence by using a word like and, but, or an adjective. And an adjective is a describing word, right? So it's a word that describing describing word. So I could say my pen, or I could say, oh, sorry, don't pause. I could say my pen, or I could say my black pen, or I could say my black felt tip pen. It tells you more information about whatever the object is, the noun is that I'm talking about. So you should have this written down, combine the sentences. Go ahead and write number one, and we're going to go ahead and start. The boy is looking at the ball. The ball is in the air. We see that there's two sentences. We see two periods or two ending marks, right? And we also see two capitals. We want to make these two sentences one sentence. So the boy is looking at the ball. The ball is in the air. How would I make these two sentences one sentence? Go ahead, raise your hand, either Zoom or in person, and let's hear your ideas. Good. So I heard a couple things. The ball is looking, sorry. The boy is looking at the ball in the air. The boy is looking at the ball and it's in the air. The boy is looking at the ball, but it's in the air. The boy is looking at the ball and it is in the air. There's different ways to make this one sentence. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one. The boy is looking at the ball and it's in the air. The boy is looking at the ball and it's in the air. So it is the ball. That's what it's referring to, right? The boy is looking at the ball and it's in the air. I used and to connect the two sentences. So now they are no longer two sentences, they're one sentence. They are one sentence. The boy is looking at the ball and it's in the air. Maybe your sentence would sounded a little different than mine. That's okay. Maybe your sentence was the boy is looking at the ball in the air. Whatever your sentence was, that's fine as long as it makes sense. Go ahead and write your sentence. And if you don't have one, you could go ahead and copy mine. Excellent. We're going to go on. Oh, I love this next sentence because it talks about my favorite thing. Can you go ahead and read this out loud? Unmute yourself, or in the classroom, read it out loud by yourself or with your group. I'm not going to read with you. When I say go ahead and read. Follow my finger. Go. Excellent. Now read it with me out loud. Go. Banana bread is delicious. It is also fluffy. Oh, that sentence makes me happy. Those two sentences make me happy. Let's read it again. Banana bread is delicious. It is also fluffy. So if I want to go ahead and make those two sentences one sentence, how would I do that? Go ahead and raise your Zoom hand or your real hand if you're in a live setting. Okay, I heard different things. Banana bread is delicious and fluffy. Banana bread is fluffy and delicious. Whatever your sentence is, go ahead and write it right here. I'm gonna pause. Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and write mine. I'm gonna make sure there's a capital at the beginning of my sentence. Banana bread is fluffy and delicious. And I'm gonna make sure I spell everything right. I put these in different orders. I didn't put delicious first. It doesn't matter. I could have written banana bread is delicious and fluffy, or I could have written banana bread is fluffy and delicious. Okay, whatever, however you want. I'm gonna underline the word and because that's what connects the two sentences here. If you haven't written anything, go ahead and do so now. You don't have to write what I wrote. You could write it your own way as long as it's combined, as long as there's only one sentence up here. Once again, you're changing those two sentences into one sentence. All right, excellent. But we have a total of 5. We have a total of 5 sentences. So here we have number 3. I'm gonna I don't want my words to jumble together. Why don't you go ahead and read out loud and follow my finger. Go. Excellent. Do it again out loud. Go. Excellent. Now read it with me, please. I just saw the car of my dreams. It was on the street. Perfect. How would I combine these two sentences to make them one sentence? Raise your hand if you have an idea. And go ahead and write whatever it is you think. Okay, I like here, for me, I'm gonna write, I just saw the car of my dreams on the street. I'm gonna take out the it was. I'm gonna take out, sometimes we could combine sentences by taking out words because we want fewer words if possible, especially if they're repeated. I just saw the car of my dreams on the street. I just saw the car of my dreams on the street. I'm going to have you pause in case you have something else you need to finish writing. And for some of you who are doing this independent study on your own, I'm very proud of you. Good job doing your work. I love it. And make sure to upload it as your teacher tells you to do it. Okay. I just saw the car of my dreams on the street. Perfect. So here we combined, we didn't add any words like and, but, or, so I'm not going to underline anything. Number 4. The waitress was very efficient. The food was not that great. The waitress was very efficient. The food was not that great. So here, efficient means she was very good. She was quick. Waitress is someone who brings you food at a restaurant, right? So very efficient. The food was not that great. So how would you combine these two sentences? Okay, go ahead. Good job, good job. Sorry, I have some people here in the house that I'm sorry that you could kind of hear this. The waitress was very efficient, but the food was not that great. Maybe you've been to a restaurant and the people were very nice and very quick, but the food wasn't that good. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and write what I wrote, what I said. Sorry, I'm a little distracted because we have some people working outside and they came in. The waitress was very efficient. The waitress was very efficient, but I'm going to use the word but to connect my sentences. But the food was not that great. Okay. The waitress was very efficient, but the food was not that great. So go ahead and write that or write your own sentence. And I'm only gonna do 4 because I have some stuff going on in the other room, and I'll see you next time. Bye.